Right, good morning everyone. The next day, very excited to take the tape off and see how she looks today. So hopefully everything's gone well and these have held. So let's get this off and check it out. Right guys, it seems to have gone well. And new eyebrows on, looking smart. Just needs a bit of a clean up, a little bit of residue on this side just here, but we'll sort that in a minute. Apart from that, it looks like they held well. Oh, really happy, really good. Lenses do need a good clean. We'll address that. I think, you know, as I said, the likelihood is we'll replace them, and if so, if we can't split it with these lenses, then we'll replace them. We'll get new eyebrows or take the eyebrows off if possible. But excuse the engine bay, we're going to go and get some other videos done now, but essentially this completes the installation of the eyebrows, and we're just going to check out the lights now. Really excited to turn them on. It didn't give any I couldn't really see because obviously the masking tape on yesterday, but that looks sweet. And that's how it looks with the bonnet closed. Slightly deeper eyebrows, and they look really smart. Great finish. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to get some of those. Right, let's check out the lights. Right, let's get the lights checked. Side lights. Difficult to see in the light. They're definitely working. We'll check it out better later. And full beam. Wow. Wow. That looks sweet, actually. Wow. That looks so much better. Oh, they were quite yellow. This one was definitely yellow. Wow, that looks amazing. Right, we'll do some finishing off the video a little bit later when it's a little bit darker. lights coming out. We're going to put some LED strips in today. I think I've got a new plan, something different. What we're going to do is, normally I've in the past gone all the way up and up the light. I think this time we're going to end here. So we're going to infill this bit, and then I've got a new idea, which I'll show you a little bit later. Hopefully it will work. But let's get the other light out and let's get started. Right guys, everything's laid out, got the headlights out. We've got a couple of different LED strips that we're going to use. These are the ones that I've been using for a long time. I'm actually going to post those up on the web store if somebody wants to, if you want to utilize those. They're really bright. These ones are a thinner version, but I'm going to use those for something else, and I'll show you in a moment. So we've got some double-sided tape, and we're just going to basically get this done. I'll show you again. There's videos that I've done on obviously putting the strips on and so forth. It's not that difficult, and this is really not that difficult to do. So, but we're just going to get this done and see what the final results are. Right, so I've just cut this to a smaller length. So we're going to use that, and we're going to use the larger one, and we're going to mount one on top of the other. But yeah, I've just tested this and it still works, so the cut went well. So we're just going to cut the other one down now. Right, so I've wired the connector up. These are so fiddly. I mean, when it comes to LEDs, the wires are so thin. You have to be so careful when stripping them. So we've got that. We've actually made a cut. We've cut this down to the size that I want now. We've also cut the other one down, so we're going to make we're going to attach that as well. We're going to fit these to the car and try and show you what I'm actually doing, because it just looks like a pile of mess. Okay, so this is my plan. It might not work out and it might look really shit, so we're just going to try it. So I'm just taping it here along this edge here. We're going to lay the LED strip onto this and see how this works out. It might not work, so let's just check it out, see what happens. Right everybody, so the idea was something like this, but it's not quite working out to how I hoped. I'm actually getting a bit bored of it now. So there was anyway, right, let me just try and tidy this up a little bit and see what I can do with it. Right, okay, I'm running out of patience, to be fair, today. But I'm going to put the headlight on top anyway and just see. As I say, I'm getting a bit frustrated today with it. But let's get the headlight on and see what it looks like. Okay, so that didn't work. And it was too high for the light to fit properly. So we're not going to do that. We're going to take that off. You know, why don't you try these things? And if it doesn't work, well, it doesn't work. So we're going to take this off now and fit this to the underside of the light. As you can already tell, I haven't gone all the way up this time. I think it will sit better and look better just as a strip just below the light up to here. So we're just going to take this off now. We know this is working. It's cut to size. I'm going to cut the other one at the same place, so that's ready, and we're just going to mount these under the headlights like I did before. We know that works. Right, so I've gone back to my original, how I used to do it. Just laid some double-sided tape underneath the headlight. I've actually just given this a bit of a clean, because it's not the best sticking surface like the flatter ones. And then we're just going to mount this on here, see if it holds. If it doesn't, I'm kind of giving up. Right guys, this time I've hit it with some heat as well from a hairdryer, which has made it more stickier and seems to have held a bit better. Don't like this side. Wish I'd done it a bit shorter. Don't want it to go around the bend. but I'm done now. I think I could cut it and maybe move it down slightly more. I might do that. Let's go and see what it looks like on the car. Okay, I've just put the light back in. It doesn't look too bad. I've taken the cap off, but we need to silicone this side. So we're just going to turn it on, see how it looks. Although it does leave a bit of a gap. Let's just see. Sitting up a bit high, that's probably why. Let's see if this works. Okay. Doesn't look too bad. Just a bit unsure now about the whole LED thing. Where it sits up, it leaves a bit more of a gap on this side than it probably should. It's not quite in though. I think it looks better than it going up the side now. Kind of more happy with the kind of look. Well, look, we're going to do the other one and then we're going to call it a day on this. Right guys, I've got them on. I kind of rushed this one on. The connector had failed on this side, so I had to take that off, and I should have showed you how or what I was doing, but you've seen it a million times. I'm not going to keep showing you, but I think it looks better. I quite like it like this. We're going to run it like this for now. Because of the material on these, they're not as sticky as, I say, a flat surface, but it's in, it's on. I'm kind of done today with it. It was supposed to be fun, but it actually got really frustrated. But so I haven't got the caps on the end, which means I do need to silicone in there, or it's going to let water in and fail. But I quite like that look. It looks pretty sweet. The car looks pretty good, even if we lose the LED lights. But leave a comment. I would like to split the lights and put them inside, and we'll have all this, none of this trouble messing around. But anyway, it's done, they're on. And as long as I don't take the light out, hopefully they don't fall off. But that will do for now. And I'll show you a bit later, once it gets a little bit darker, the end results.